Hello everyone, my name is Megan Kruger. In case you didn't know, I'm Casey's older sister. I was 3 when Casey was born, and I've loved her since the moment I saw her. I was so excited to have a younger sister. As we were growing up, we went through phases of getting along and getting in fights, just like any normal siblings. I remember Casey would sometimes bite her arm on purpose and show my mom just to get me in trouble. Thankfully, we were past that phase and our relationship has moved on. Although Casey's my sister, I also consider her my best friend. I realized how close we'd become when I went to move to college. It was so hard to say goodbye to her. We just stood there hugging each other and crying. It was like one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. We both didn't know how to deal with it at all. I didn't want to leave my best friend behind. But although we don't see each other as much as we do when we were growing up, we're still super close, and I trust Casey with anything. She's one of the most trusting and genuine people I've ever met in my life, and I'm so happy that she's found her soulmate, David. I'm so excited to see their love story move forward. I'm so happy for them. I see aspects of Casey and David all the time. David has been my boyfriend's best friend since sophomore year in college. I remember when Casey came down one spring to visit, she ended up hanging out with David more than me. They were at a party and they danced all night and were talking till morning. Pretty much didn't see her that whole weekend. David has been like a brother to me, and I still look at him that way. He's looked after me, and I know he'll always look after my sister. I will never forget when Casey called me one day out of the blue, and she was like, "Megan, I know he's the one." And I was like, "How do you know? How do you know?" She was like, "He told me he could eat waffles for any meal of the day." It was just ridiculous because they love all the same things. Every time I hang out with them, I see similarities between them. It's kind of makes me sick, but he makes her so happy. She's the happiest I've ever seen her in my life, and I love both of you, and I'm so happy you guys have come as far as you have. Some advice for your married life: you guys really need to learn how to clean up after yourselves. I've seen your rooms in college, and that might not work out when you live together. But in all honesty, I wish you guys the best of luck in your marriage. I love you guys both so much. So, to the happy bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Bueller, may your lives be filled with happiness and love. Cheers.